welcome and hello if you're new here. But if you come back, welcome again. And today we are catching up on how my one ball make went. We're about to have an earthquake. Dogs walked in. Maybe not. Anyway, gonna catch up on my. There we go. Was that what you wanted to tell everybody? Was you moaning? Okay. One ball mate, as I was saying, last time I saw you was end of last week, and I had a cake of bulky yarn. I've got no idea where she's whining. There's no. Okay. And off she goes. Bulky cake of yarn. It had a ball band on it, which obviously wasn't the ball band for that cake of yarn. But I made a plan, and this is actually how much we have left from the whole cake of yarn, which will go into my odds and ends, which will probably end up being stuffing for something. First of all, we started off with a basket weave cowl that buttons up. It has a different colour on the inside, but it has magically managed that when worn and done up and around the neck, it doesn't actually show. I'm not showing it off to best effect here. It's got 3 buttons for closures and a lovely basket weave design. I knit this on 10mm needles as the pattern specified, and it came out 2 size, maybe a little bit short. But I think this yarn, although the wraps per inch on the chart said it was bulky weight, it turned out super bulky. I think it was bulky. So I did this in one evening, no problem. Quick knit. It was only 16 stitches to a row, I think it was. And it worked out really fast. I'll put the pattern down below when I remember to do it. Then I still had quite a bit left, so I grabbed a 6.5mm hook because that's the biggest I had on my coffee table. On my downstairs I have a pouch with crochet hooks in, and upstairs I have them on the pegboard and in a little jar. Anyway, I made a half double crochet in the back loop, and at the top 5 stitches I slip stitched into the back loop and made this 3-colour hat. And first of all, I didn't think it was going to be that big, and now it's absolutely massive. It stretches well. If I'd known how much yarn I would have had left, I would have made it a bit longer and stuck with just a hat, but I think this was 30 stitches in this yarn, and it gives a lovely 3-toned hat. I like it. It worked out well, and it'll do well for donating or gifting. So that was 2 objects. And this next object I made in literally less than an hour earlier on. I wasn't sure what to do with the last of the yarn, and decided, because I don't tend to wear hats, I overheat. It has to be seriously really cold for me to wear a hat and not overheat. I think the last time I wore a hat for warmth was during a paranormal investigation I was on, and the manor we were in was at -4 indoors, and it was really cold, and that's the last time I wore a hat. So a headband makes me not too hot. So I made this in the same stitch as the hat, which is half double crochet in the back loop and done a twist tie front. So that will be mine to be put away. It stretches really well, really quick, really simple, and really effective. I sold quite a few. Well, I sold some of these at a craft fair last year. I did around Christmas, but I did those in thinner yarn. So all in all, 3 items out of 1 cake of yarn. And I think I did really well with that. So next one, I've dragged out, I showed you a small ball of this, and I've not yet done a burn test to assess what it is. It feels like cotton, it doesn't stretch, and it says it's design yarn 100% acrylic, but with no stretch in how it feels, I don't think it's acrylic. I will do a burn test and find out. But then I found a very similar one. There's a hair on there. Very similar one. And a similar label. It says stretch yarn, red. But there's no red in there whatsoever. It's pinks, greys, greens. Maybe a maroon colour and a dark grey. A silvery grey, if you can see. It's full playish. So I'm going to do a burn test on this one. I'm going to weigh it. I'm going to see if I can do something with this. I do have a plan for one thing for it. If it's not stretched and it comes off as cotton, because I don't think this is acrylic and polyester like it says it is, and it's definitely more than 40 grams. Daiso, isn't that like the dollar craft store in Japan? I have no idea. Anyway, as I said, a lot of these random balls I got in mystery bags don't have the correct labels on. So I thought I might even double this up or add another plain yarn with it to make it thicker. But that's what I'm going to be doing on part 3, is using this yarn. I enjoyed the challenge of using one whole skein ball of yarn, and although it wasn't very imaginative, it got used, and what got used, it can be gifted, donated, or used by me. So tune back in next time and find out what's going to happen on one ball makes. What would you make out of full ply cotton? Would you, oh, I don't know. I said I might double it up. I might wind it up and double it up to get a thicker bit. But what are your thoughts? What would you make? Apart from that, today's been a lovely, lovely Monday. We got a heating fix this morning. It turned out to be a loose wire, which was quite funny because apparently the landlord had a thorough electric check done a few months ago, And the thermostat's quite new anyway, or the heating system's quite new anyway. I took dog for a beautiful walk, and I've not really been out and about in over a week around my local area. I've not been the one dog walking, so I took some can't talk. I took a few pictures and I'll put them at the end, and it's been quite nice to see the leaves have changed. It was a bit dark and gloomy. It wasn't very bright and sunny this morning, but we had a whole day of rain and wind yesterday. So it was refreshing to get out after being stuck indoors. We come across so many other dog walkers out there. It was lovely. Although having German Shepherds, you tend to find people with smaller dogs. They see you coming and they put their dog leads on their small dogs, or they pick them up. I'm not quite sure what they think my dog's going to do, or whether it's going to eat them. But as my husband pointed out, it may not be our dog they're worried about. Maybe their dog is nervous. Although she's quite... I wouldn't let her off the lead. I don't trust her to come back. But she's quite good. If she sees a horse, she will sit down and wait for the horse to go by. I don't know why she does that. We've never trained her to do it, but all the horse people say, what a well-behaved dog. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. But nobody ever taught her to do that. So we've been out and about. And apart from that, it's been a quiet day. So I'm going to love you and leave you and get on with your day. And I'm going to get on with thinking what I'm going to do with this skein of yarn. Take care of yourself, stay happy, stay crafty, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.